You are about to see the strong, contrasting foil between the characters of Romeo and Mercutio from the famous Shakespearean play of Romeo and Juliet. This is Mercutio, a kinsman of the prince. According to the written play, not much has been mentioned about Mercutio's physical appearance. However, Romeo did mention him wearing dancing shoes for the party in line 14 of Act 1, Scene 4. And this is the well-known Romeo Montague. Not much is mentioned about his appearance either. However, in lines 39 to 42 of Scene 5, Act 2, Juliet's nurse says, "Though his face be better than any man's, yet his leg excels all men's. And for a hand and a foot and a body, though they be not to be talked on, yet they are past compare." So for Romeo, let's make him as handsome as can be. First off, what is a foil? A foil is when two characters have opposing traits. Foils are often used to better highlight these traits. Earlier, I did say that Mercutio and Romeo were polar opposites, but there's something else you should know. They're best friends. Not surprising? I mean, opposites attract, don't they? Here's much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then, O brawling love, O loving hate, O anything of nothing first create? In lines 168 to 170 of Act 1, Scene 1, Romeo reminisces about his love for Rosaline. In the dialogue, it shows that Romeo is always speaking of love. It shows that he is far from the world of reality. Let's take a look at his name. In line 95 of Act 1, Scene 5, Juliet says, "Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hands too much." Romeo is the Italian form of the name Romaeus, meaning a pilgrim to Rome. Well, isn't that a lovely name? Let's push Romeo to the side for a moment and speak of Mercutio. Contrasting from Romeo, Mercutio, on the other hand, is jovial and does not pay much attention to women. He would only make jokes to prove a point that he does not take love seriously. In Act 1, Scene 4, he says, "If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you beat love down." He is oftentimes violent, as shown in his famous monologue between lines 53 to 95 in Scene 4 of Act 1. He often makes jokes and isn't as serious as Romeo. This is where Romeo steps in and says, "Peace, peace, Mercutio, peace, thou talkst of nothing." Lines 96 to 97 of Act 4, Scene 1. Okay, now it's Mercutio's turn to get his name examined. His name is related to mercury, the substance that changes quickly under changing temperatures. That's a fancy name for a kinsman of the prince, proper for someone who can change his or her mood so quickly. By the way, the citation for this piece of information is right here. Okay, too much talk of Act 1. Where's all the action, and violence, and romance? Oh, here it is. By Scene 3, Juliet has fallen in love with Romeo, and the nurse is on Romeo's side too. She knows about his affair with Juliet. On the other hand, however, Tybalt wishes to seek revenge for Romeo's presence at the Capulet party. "Tybalt, the reason that I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none, therefore farewell. I see thou know'st me not." Lines 57 to 59 of Act 3, Scene 1. After being married to Juliet, Romeo tried very hard to control his thoughts and attitudes, to not hate Tybalt and to do him no harm. However, once Tybalt slayed Mercutio, it brought Romeo to complete rage, causing him to kill Tybalt for revenge. Romeo's mind is all over the place. First he's lovesick, then he's not. Then he's in a jolly mood, then he's a murderer. I don't blame Romeo for his infuriating attitude towards Tybalt, but moments later he's already back to his romanticizing mind of Juliet and how she plays a big role in his banishment problems. Whoa, let's rewind just a bit. Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives that I mean to make bold withal, and as you shall use me hereafter, try beat the rest of the 8. Line 72 to 76, Act 3, Scene 1. Mercutio's own actions played a major role here too. His easygoing and outgoing personality makes him very different from Romeo. However, his carefree attitude has taken him too far. He encourages Romeo to fight Tybalt, and does not understand the new relationship between Romeo and Tybalt, in which Tybalt also does not know of. No, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. I am peppered, I warrant, for this world, a plague on both your houses. Lines 90 to 93, Act 3, Scene 1. Before you know it, a plague or curse has been sent by Mercutio. Wait! Take a closer look at this quote. What do you see? A little humor even when he's about to die. This shows Mercutio's true personality in a life or death situation. Literally. In fair Verona, where we lay our scene. This is pretty much the whole scene. Almost. Depending on your perspective of this board, your emotions can be a jumble. But after only a few minutes of analyzing the powerful foils of Romeo and Mercutio, you can see that we have pretty much the whole story.